There's a lot of things in this world that I'll pay, but student loans is not one of them. I'll be seeing like people stress out about paying student loans, and I'm not gonna have that stressor. Why? Because I'm just not gonna pay it. I just don't get the concept of me furthering my education and going to school so I can be in debt 100 grand. I just don't understand. So what y'all telling me is that we can fund wars for countries that ain't got nothing to do with us, but we making our Americans pay all this money in debt for school. Then what happened to Biden? Biden, you said you was that's how you got us. You said you was gonna cancel 10,000 or 20,000, whatever the case may be. I ain't seen a cancellation yet. So I'm just trying to figure out who's the people that actually got canceled. Because I ain't seen nobody come on this internet here and say that their student loans have been canceled. The government is going to have to get them student loans by blood, because I'm never going to just make a payment on them. Never. Y'all going to have to come take that out of my check in order to get it, because it ain't happening.
Trump wasn't able to get no money from the tariffs, so now he's going to bother you, the person who was educated, by garnishing your wages from your student loans. But before you panic, let's look more into this. Let's get some more info and see if we can offer up some solutions. Because I'm a solution-focused kind of bitch. I'm not here to just make you be scary or make you, go down a tunnel of despair. We going to look at this together, understand it together, and then we're going to think of some options. The Department of Education can garnish up to 15% of a borrower's disposable income, okay? And that garnishment usually happens after 270 days of missed payments, okay? This does not count, like these are for people who have already been in default. This does not count if you were in forbearance or if you were, if you were on an IDR plan or anything like that. This does not count for you. This is for people who were in default. Now, if you were in default and you missed that 270 days of payment, that's when the federal loans can just do it without a court judgment. If you have a private loan, it could be sooner. So you want to start acting like right now. So here are some of the things you could do. Number one, you can go ahead and jump on that IDR plan. The income-driven repayment plan is live. I just went on the federal student aid and checked. They did take it down, but the courts made them put it back up. So it is working. So go on there and get yourself an IDR plan. You can also do a deferment or a forbearance. If you have the hardship, it's not bad. So you can definitely do that. Another thing, the third option is call your loan servicer right now. Not right now, but tomorrow, during the day, call them. Whoever services your aids, call them and try to negotiate a repayment term, okay? It's better if you get on the phone and do this. I have been through this before. I almost defaulted on my loans when I first got out of school, probably back in 2013. And right before I defaulted, I called and, basically gave them my situation. And the person on the phone, sat with me and helped me figure out some options. Now, I ain't saying everybody gonna be like that.
Student loans. The government keeps threatening all these things they're going to do to people if they don't pay their student loans. I don't think they realize we don't care. We don't have enough to care. We don't care about credit scores anymore. We don't care if you siphon our paychecks. We're just going to quit and move on to the next company, because that company was probably going to fire us anyway. People don't stay at jobs like they used to. People aren't locked in to a job they have to stay at for 35 years because they're getting a pension and great benefits. Those things don't happen anymore. So if you threaten to siphon people's paychecks, they're just going to quit and go to another company, because that company was probably going to go bankrupt anyway and fire everybody in the next couple months. This is going to be so much work for the government to siphon paychecks, and it's not going to get them enough money. They're going to end up losing money because they're going to have to hire thousands of people to try and get this money from people that don't have it. They're going to end up spending more money than they get in the long run. So these empty threats that they're giving us, they aren't scaring us. If the government's watching, it doesn't scare us. We don't have enough for that to scare us. So I won't pay the hospital then if you take my student loans out of my check. It's one or the other. We pay our health care and our medical bills, or we pay our student loan bills or our credit cards or our loans. We can't pay it all. We're not making enough to pay it all. We're not sitting back and living in mansions, going on 20 vacations a year like the billionaires and saying, I don't want to pay my student loans. That's not it. We literally can barely afford life. We're just choosing which bills to pay. And the student loan one was taken off of the plate. I have less. Back when I was paying my student loans and the economy was a little better, I had more money back then, even with paying the student loans. I have less money now, and you want to take the student loans on top of it. I can't even be nervous about it because I can't afford it. I don't know what you're going to take from me, but whatever you take, that means I'm not going to pay something else.